Hey everybody, welcome back to the Homesteaders Honest Review Show. Today we're going to be testing the Milwaukee M12 stick transfer pump.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Let's go.
If you're here for the specs on this transfer pump, please scroll to the end where you'll see us sit down and talk about the battery and the pump itself and all of the details that go with that. If you're here for entertainment and for the tests, stick around and watch us put this thing to work.
All right, so I just want to show you guys quickly kind of the pressure that we got coming out of these. So for the gray hose, 110 gallons. Not bad. It's flowing, not winning any races. And so now too, that was a fresh battery that was in the transfer pump here. And we want to run this thing till that battery's dead. And for Milwaukee, I would hope that the battery and the pump would just go as hard as it can right to the end. Okay. So, battery just died. We're at 28 minutes. Yep, turn that off, feel free to. We've moved, what, 90, 50, what, 140? 140 plus half of this, let's say another 50. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're just gonna hook up to one hose. And now we're gonna transfer from either one of these tanks, and we're just gonna see how much pressure we got, like I said earlier, with the attachment on the end of the hose and it creating resistance. So we're gonna get ourselves a new battery here and we'll be right back. All right, those who may not know, we have the M12 REDLITHIUM XC 3.0. One of these, that's the dead one. This is brand new. It's gonna go just like this right in the end. Line it up, hit it, and now we're gonna take this, and as soon as you turn it on, you get red indicator lights, and all you have to do is on off, and there's 4 of them when you're fully charged. All right, so let's go now and try the hose.
So we put some things into this so that you can really see this pump work with all, do you see all those little specks? That's all like dried leaves and stuff. And then you should be able to see how this pump works.
Yeah, so while we run it on this test, we're gonna be having it come through this nozzle, which is on off, and I can close it up, and I'm gonna wanna create some back pressure for this. I'm gonna wanna listen to it. We're gonna see what it does, how it handles it. Then we're gonna open it right up, see what kind of PSI we have.
Ready?
Yeah, so I got back pressure on. You're on?
On.
She's on now. It's flowing. That's pretty cool. Just half, oh, guess a quarter of the way open. Now we're gonna open it so it's just a stream. Suck up some of these leaves that are in here. It sounds like it's just muscling right through it. What I'm gonna do for kicks here, take that, I'm gonna show them just the hose.
You can water your garden.
Yeah.
Water your animals if you need.
The thing is, imagine if this was a cheaper pump, is that when you create power like, or back pressure like this, by putting your thumb over or turning it off, most of the time, cheaper ones won't be able to handle it. But I mean, this is doing just fine. I'm being able to treat this like any other type of hose or pump or well pump. Fantastic.
Cool.
I think that's good. I think we kind of got what we want to know.
We're gonna do some field tests for you guys.
See, yeah, the actual head pressure. We're gonna see how high it can go. How much of this water can it handle pushing it up something vertically?
And then we will also do a puddle test just to show you some real grimy, dirty muck. All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Should start to calve out right about there. All right, so now what we're gonna test here is the head pressure. And what we're gonna do is I have it maxed out at 16.5 feet at the very top. And then right where the bottom of that bungee and right where that hose is right now, it is at 13.5 feet, which is what they say. They say something like 4.5 meters is what it's classed for. So we're gonna have the transfer pump going, brand new battery, 4 bars, 50-foot hose, and we're gonna have that going up, and we're gonna see if there's any pressure at the top, anything at all. We wanna see some kind of water coming out of here, and if we do see water coming out, we're gonna move it up until we don't, until it starts to struggle. Hopefully we see, sweet, so it is right at 13.5 feet. Okay, so now I'm gonna go up this 14. We're gonna go up now to 14.5. We're gonna go up to 15 feet. We're still getting water. Let's go to 15.5. Not a ton of pressure, but we are still getting water if we had to. Okay, let's go 16. It's still pushing. All right, 16.5. All right, this is past my tape marker, but this would be about 8-10 inches. We're gonna go the whole way here. This is gonna be about 17 feet, right to the top. You know what? Just for kicks, let's see that water coming out. That's 17 feet.
Wow.
Wow.
18.
Wow.
So, I mean, nothing to shake a stick at. But I mean, you got 17 feet.
So if you got a hanging basket of flowers 15 feet up.
Yep. All right. So now that we've seen this thing surpasses itself and that it goes on to hit the 17 feet and gets your water up to that, we're now gonna go field test this. And what I mean by that is that with this end and the nozzle and whatnot, we're gonna see how it handles with gravel, with basically sticking this in a nice little ditch pocket of water. And we're at 3/4 battery right now. And so here we go. The sticker in here is sitting right on the bottom right now. It's actually sucking up the bottom of the dirt.
Wow.
That's not too bad. You know, I really would have thought that, you know, we would have just had gravel or something stuck into here. I'm actually quite shocked because this is like really, you can kind of tell it's fighting with this silt, but I can like tap it on the bottom and you get like a little bit of a hiccup, but you're still getting the water, and then it actually like will deal with it. And then, oh yeah, see, there you go. Holy.
Whoa, that's some power. Wow.
So it sorted itself out. That's actually pushing back. Like, it comes into the water, so I gotta keep it in when it does that. There we go. Yeah, that's actually.
That's what we're dealing with. That's no joke.
Yeah, because we got clay here, dirt, gravel, rock, and sand.
Oh, it's so sticky. Look at that. That's pressure. Look at that.
That's crazy.
Ah!
Unreal.
Yeah. Nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
So this was the bottom. This is the bottom, what we had going on there. This is what was on and all the sand and what we have going on the inside. And then this is the impeller. Wow.
All right.
That's crazy.
Let's go inside. Let's break this thing down. Let's talk about it some more.
The nitty gritties.
Let's go.
See you guys there.
And we're back inside. Woo! So all those tests you saw, we hope you guys enjoyed those. Comment below if you like us doing tests like that. And so we just want to get into the specs on this thing quick.
the pump itself. So I just want to actually point out also is that when you buy this right now, ours came with a 3.0, the XC 3.0 battery. And so all these tests, so even when it went up to like the 17 feet and the 15, and then we had the 13.5, it was done with the 3.0 battery. So I imagine the 4.0 battery is going to be a little bit better. Just want to touch on that. That's what we were using for power. Yeah, we did 165 gallons we moved with an entire battery. And that's why I'm emphasizing we use the 3.0 battery, because they're saying you can move 275 gallons with the 4.0 battery.
These are on Amazon right now for like $300. They're quite expensive on Amazon. For Home Depot or KMS or any of those ones, you're looking more at $250 without the battery. Sometimes you can get them on sale.
Yeah.
This is also the smaller version of what they have. The bigger version's the M18. This is the M12. This is for just the things that we did today.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't know if they've changed this on any of the others, but I wanted to not forget about this. Here, let me see it for a sec.
Yep.
If you can see where your hose connects to, that is plastic. And as you all might know, when you have to screw something steel on to something that's plastic, if this was like in the cold or something, and like minus 30, minus 40 had when I was using it out on one of the cattle feeders, the water troughs, who knows, it could have broke. Like I know right now if this was freezing outside and I dropped this,
Oh yeah.
I'd probably break. And then it looks like it's replaceable, but I prefer it not to be. Like it could have been aluminum.
But besides that, it's a
fantastic.
great machine. As you guys saw in our test, we really like it. Works great. I think every homestead needs something like this for moving water.
Yeah. It's great. Like I give it a thumbs up. I give it 2 thumbs up. And I'm pretty sure the M18, the bigger one, is going to be a double thumbs up. Mm-hmm. They move water really quickly and really efficiently. And their special hydro pass filter that they put on the end of this and how it works is just phenomenal, really. I did already show it. I'll show you guys one more time what they got going on in there.
Nice.
So this is our whole hydro pass filter and how it looks on the inside of that. Boom. That's the outside. And it's basically designed so that the water comes up, around, it protects everything, and the way it moves past the seal in here, and so you can get water from the top, through the bottom, and all 360 degrees. And I imagine even if you plug this whole side up, it'd be pulling very, very efficiently. So it's a sweet little piece of equipment to have in your back pocket when you need it, you know?
And if you're on a budget, because the other one's a lot more expensive.
Yep, double the price.
So if you're on a budget and you just want to move some water, this is definitely the one for you. All right.
Yeah, we're happy, guys. 2 thumbs up.
Thanks for being
This one's
here.
it.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Take care, everybody. Ciao.